I'm going to give you a quick demonstration of inpatient ambient notes. It's still a work in process. So the first thing you do is you get your iPhone and you actually have to type in a name for a patient. It doesn't have to be an MRN really. So then I can start dictating. Now, I would ask the patient if it's okay if I use my phone to help make notes. They're okay with that. Then the next thing I would do would be to verbalize everything I'm doing and specific items from the chart. So let's go ahead and give this a whirl. So now we're going to get started. How do you do, Mr. Smith? Oh, I'm feeling quite weak. Do you have any chest pain anymore? The chest pain went away last night. Are you short of breath? Only when I walk. When I'm just laying here, it's okay. Have you had an upset stomach, nausea, or vomiting? No, I haven't. Okay, well, that's good. Now, to review, you were admitted here 2 days ago with an acute heart attack. We call that a non-ST elevation myocardial infarction. And I'm afraid it was quite serious. It left you with a cardiomyopathy, which means a weakened heartbeat. And your ejection fraction on the echocardiogram yesterday was only 30%. And generally, we see that up around 55%. Oh, that sounds serious. Well, we've got you on some medicine. For the acute systolic heart failure stemming from the cardiomyopathy, we have you on lisinopril, which will help with heart failure symptoms, as well as furosemide 40 milligrams IV twice daily. We're going to continue those. Now, let me give you a checkup. On your lungs, I still hear some scattered rales in the bases, but there are no wheezes or rhonchi. Your heartbeat is fast, but it's nice and regular, and you still have that slight systolic ejection murmur. Your abdomen is soft. I don't feel any enlargement of the liver or spleen. And on your legs here, you have a trace of pretibial edema. Mr. Smith, I reviewed your laboratories, and you had mild acute kidney injury with a creatinine of 2.1 2 days ago. Today it's better at 1.8, so you're going the right direction there. Of course, you have the acute systolic heart failure triggered by the cardiomyopathy resulting from the myocardial infarction. We're treating that, as I said, with furosemide 40 milligrams IV twice daily. You still have rales on your exam, so I'm going to increase that to 60 milligrams twice daily. You have mild acute kidney injury, so I'll have to be very careful that your kidney function doesn't get worse when I increase your diuretic. So tomorrow I'm going to get another basic metabolic panel. You will get a cardiac catheterization probably in another day. That would be up to the cardiologist. Now, I see that you still have a bladder catheter in place. You needed that bladder catheter because of urinary retention. Until your level of activity improves, we probably won't be able to get that out, but we'll do the best we can with that. Do you have any questions? Well, can I go home by myself after this? I don't think you'd be strong enough to live alone. If you had family members that could stay with you, that might work. Otherwise, we were thinking about some rehab in a facility. Okay, that sounds like a pretty good plan. Now, I'm done with the recording, and so I'm going to hit create a note, and you can see this little whirring circle up here showing that it's working. Now it's a little clunky because I have to go to a website and I have to log in here. I just used my Mayo email address. Now this wouldn't work for you because you're not an authorized user yet. And then it will sign me in. And I've already told the system that what parts of the note I want. If we go up here to settings, we can see exactly what I've chosen. These are the parts of the notes I want. I want it concise and bulleted. Now, this is already finished generating a text. You can see that here. So now I'm going to click on that, and then there's the note that opens up. I'm all done with my phone now. You can change the pronouns here, and now I'm just going to copy all. Now I go back to my chart. I've made a Mayo compliant template. Right now, the inpatient workflow is not optimized for ambient listening, but they're working on that. In the outpatient setting, you would be able to get everything right into the note. It would go in automatically. So I'm just trying to get the very top of that in there. So now I've got this copied. And I will paste that in. And there's the note. Now this part doesn't belong up here, so I'm going to X that out and put it down below. This is in the wrong spot, so you can see there's some things I have to muck around with here. Now you can see what it actually looks like. And you see it makes a pretty nice initial paragraph. Everything I said in the exam is there, as well as it knows about the labs and things I discussed. Then down below here, it comes up with assessment and plan. And you can see how it captured the things I said, letting you read that. And overall, it makes for a pretty neat note, and I'm pretty pleased with it so far.